below that 60%. Even with that majority, it has to get that 60%.
Well, we are live.
Big gap between Harris
let me copy this.
She made that such a central part of her campaign, but it's not bearing out in the vote.
Let's go to North Carolina.
Election day, November 5th, man.
Anthony? Okay. North Carolina, as you see, 14% in, so not a lot yet. But some of the tracking here already out of places like Raleigh-Durham, like around Charlotte.
Let's share this out to my folks.
Because what's going to happen is Democrats have to run up large margins in these counties to show the history here. Sure. This is what we're going to be looking for. Okay, when you get to these areas,
oh yeah, sure. My hair looks kind of crazy too.
Now, right? But it's very, very early. You're going to have to see Kamala Harris run up the score, run up the margins, because what's going to happen
here, just down the belt.
At least our exit polls tell us and our projections tell us is going to do very well in and around these rural areas. So that's how you break down North Carolina, but it still evens out to a toss-up.
Want to show the estimate?
The estimate's to her. That's just Mecklenburg. Mecklenburg. But I do want to show you this too. Take a look at the ticket splitting in this. Sure, this is important. So go to the ticket splitting, and here again we have a story in differences.
Let me put a little something to drink.
Number, right?
You want that tequila tonight?
Josh Stein in at 58%, and so at that point, he
want that tequila tonight.
Getting for Harris right now. Those differences telling you that some Republicans have gone over.
There's a Trump-Stein vote in North Carolina.
There's a bit of a Trump-Stein vote right there. Yeah, of course that was a controversial race and one where everybody.
Trump-Stein vote. What's that?
And this is excellent information. If we go back to Georgia and just see, I want to see where the outstanding vote is there. Of course, we have heard there's record of voting,
Lord.
Early vote, but also today. So just want to get a sense of where.
Yeah, I'm about to say. I think.
You're on this map. What you see is
I pretty much like catching up on everything. So
and the color.
Pretty much everything's going so far like how it should be. Normally, like Northeast states, Democratic, the South, and like I think like few other states are like there are no real Republican or Republicans. So I see the states like Pennsylvania, Georgia, other swing states like that that's going to ultimately tilt this thing.
Yeah, and there's still Republican vote out there, so we'll see exactly how that shapes up. It's still more to come. That's why.
Let's bring up the.
All right, let's keep looking into those numbers in Georgia and North Carolina. So close at this hour. Thank you very much. I'm going to turn now to Face the Nation moderator Margaret Brennan. Margaret, we started this evening talking about will there be a historic gender gap? Will there be the first female president of the United States? The first election since the overturning of Roe versus Wade and abortion on the ballot.
Yeah, according to CNN,
well, I want to zero in on Florida,
Trump's doing the popular vote ain't got most of the electoral votes, but that's going to change a little bit. So. I see like on TV. I've been searching for like CBS. I was on MSNBC. So yeah, let me put on what you call it. CNN.
One of the most restrictive in the country. One of the most restricted in the country, particularly if you can get an abortion after 15 weeks if you can prove you were a victim.
There you go.
Maybe turn it down a little bit here. If it is, then the vice president has to make it up here, Oakland County, again.
Yep.
Years ago.
Okay. There you go.
58% right now.
No, I'm on CNN.
40%. 58%. Remember, Joe Biden.
Oh, not Jasmine.
4 years ago, to 56%. That would help. If you're above Biden.
I was about to say, I need you to breathe. Breathe.
See if that plays out as we thought. And I just want to pop down to bring this issue on the table as well. Washington County, absolutely critical. Young voters were critical to the Biden coalition in 2020, even more critical.
Man, I might go to Europe, to be honest. I don't know, Canada might be too close.
Washington County is the home of Ann Arbor. It is the home of the University of Michigan. Been there 4 times over the last year. And it's gone now. The school won't allow a protest anymore. But student protests here about the Israel-Hamas conflict had hurt President Biden. The question was...
Well, let's see. I might feel like Spain or something like that. I might go to Spain or... I don't know, like, what the people like be going to like the nomads or like Bali, Vietnam, or something like that.
72% for for the President of the United States. If that number stays that way, that's a problem. That's a problem. 73%, you could round that up in Washington County, 61% or 60% actually. You can't round that up quite yet. So that's something to keep an eye on as we go forward. But I just want to come out just the other day. I was also here.
So,
Michigan State is in Lansing.
but this is gonna be close.
Trying to get students to turn out.
Unfortunately,
a Trump phone bank here. Mostly young men, college students, young men there. 50% for the vice president right there. You come back in time, and 65% for the president of the United States. So as we go through battleground Michigan, it's early. It's early. So I'm not. This comparison is not in cement yet, but these are the places you want to watch at the moment. In a couple of key places, that would be Ingham County and Washington County. Jake, she's trailing the president, so she needs to. If you want to get your math up in Michigan, watch those in the hours ahead.
Hey, yo, get some jerk chicken every day.
The all-important race to 270
Nah, for real.
electoral votes.
Sure. I'm definitely down with some good eats. Always.
So, with Donald Trump is in the lead here with 105 electoral votes. Kamala Harris has 27 electoral votes. Obviously, 270 are needed to win. We are far from that. Obviously, Donald Trump's still in the lead. And now let's bring you another key race alert.
Uh-oh.
In North Carolina, battleground North Carolina, Donald Trump in the lead there.
Trump in the lead for North Carolina right now. But it's pretty close, though.
Donald Trump taking the lead there, and the first time this night, Donald Trump has a 69,000 plus vote lead. That's with about a fifth of the vote in, 21% of the estimated vote in.
Oh yeah, yo. I don't know how that part is live.
Kamala Harris in the lead with 56.9%.
Kamala's in the lead in Michigan.
Has 41.2% of the vote.
Oh man, if I say this is gonna be
That's with 7%
gonna be wild.
of the estimated vote. It's still very early. In the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, the all-important battleground, Kamala Harris in the lead there with 69.8%.
Dang, Kamala's in a big lead early for Pennsylvania.
With a 323,000 plus vote lead, but that's only 11% of the estimated vote in. It's still very early in Pennsylvania. In battleground Georgia, Donald Trump in the lead, 55.6% of the vote. Kamala Harris has 43.8% of the vote. Donald Trump has currently a 339,000 plus vote lead. That's with more than half of the vote in battleground Georgia, 54% of the estimated vote in from Georgia.
This is about to be crazy.
Now, we're standing by for the second.
This election about to be crazy close.
Eastern, when a total of 163 electoral votes are at stake in 15 states. Remember, 270 electoral votes needed to win the presidency. All voting is about. Pretty
much so far, like all the states that are normally red voted red, and no states that's all blue voted blue so far. So
Minnesota,
nothing crazy happened yet.
New York.
I'm about to say only crazy in my hair.
Battleground Wisconsin.
It turned down a little bit. But yeah, I'm about to say the only crazy in my hair right now. That's the craziest thing.
Of the Democrats' so-called blue wall that crumbled in 2016 was rebuilt to help seal President Biden's victory 4 years ago. Out west, Arizona is another major presidential battleground we're watching. We're heading into a high-stakes hour in the Harris-Trump contest. The polling place is about to close in 3 states that could decide the race. Let's go to Abby Phillip and Harris Campaign headquarters in Washington.
Yeah, sure.
Abby, voting is about to end in 3 battlegrounds.
People on Twitter like spazzing out. Well, not spazzing out, but like they just going crazy.
I think the banner that you guys have right now is pretty much where the Harris campaign is. It is early in the night, and they are not seeing any clear picture of where this race is headed just yet. For that reason, they are really focused on the battleground of Pennsylvania because that really becomes the linchpin of a strategy to get to 270. If they get Pennsylvania, the rest of the path becomes much more clear. So as I've been talking to people tonight, they're really waiting to see how these results, as they are coming in, really shape the picture. But right now, it's really not that clear to them. And I just want to be transparent about it because they've got great numbers, but they're not.
So yeah, I didn't go quarter plan, but like I said, it's very early though. So.
I think what I am hearing is a lot of optimism. They're seeing good numbers out of Philadelphia. The local officials there are suggesting that Harris can exceed what Biden did in that city. And if she's able to do that, that would make, again, the path to winning that state much more clear.
All right, Abby Phillip, thanks so much. Let's go to West Palm Beach, Florida now, where we find Caitlin Collins. And Caitlin, what is the Trump campaign going to be looking for in the next round of poll closings?
Well, Jake, you just mentioned Wisconsin, and that is obviously a state that they are going to watching closely tonight. I've talked with
But yeah, ain't nothing crazy going on right now though.
those numbers until much later in the evening, but they will be watching Wisconsin very closely. They want to see how abortion lands.
Nothing's happening right now.
Potentially be, but Jake, one thing that former President Donald Trump will be doing that maybe no other presidential candidate has done is watching the returns come in from Wisconsin with someone who is also on the ballot in Wisconsin, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. He fought to get his name off the ballot, but the Supreme Court there told him no because it was too late. He was already on the ballots and people were getting in the mail. And I am told Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is at Mar-a-Lago with Donald Trump tonight, watching these returns come in. Obviously, the reason he fought to get his name off that ballot, Jake, is there is a concern that with the margin as small as it could potentially be there, that it could have an effect. The margins are everything in this race, as we are starting to see in these numbers coming in. So Trump will be watching that come in alongside RFK Jr., both of them on the ballot, Jake.
All right, Caitlin Collins in West Palm Beach with the Trump campaign. Thanks so much. Let's go to David Chowning now, who has some exit polls from Michigan, Wisconsin, and Arizona. Three battlegrounds we're hoping to hear from soon. David, what stands out as you look at the data from these three states?
Yeah, as the polls are about to close in these three critical battleground states, I want to look at Biden's approval rating, just as sort of a baseline of the environment in these key states. Nationally, his approval rating has been updated to 40%
Year.
nationally. In Arizona, you see here, Jake, he's at 43%. He's slightly above his national approval number in Arizona.
Might as well check these bets that got in.
He's at 42% approval. Again, slightly above where he is nationally at 40. But Wisconsin's a different story. His approval rating of sitting president, Joe Biden, is at 38% in Wisconsin. That is below where he is nationally. 61% of Wisconsin voters in this election disapprove of the job Joe Biden's doing. That's a hurdle that Kamala Harris is going to have to jump here in the Badger State. Okay?
All right, David Chowning, thanks so much. This would have been a very different race if Joe Biden had stayed in it. I mean, if it ends with the Trump victory and we have no idea.
too much. Yeah, I mean things like it's early right now. Like pretty much all the states that they I guess declare like victory for normally vote either Republican or Democrat. So
I mean, it is Boul, and there's no other way to look at it, and that is no question a big
so, but yeah, it's definitely early. It's definitely early for anything crazy to happen.
The fact that she is saying that she wants to turn the page and that she's a new generation and all the things that we've heard in every one of her stump speeches, that is a number that there is no question the Harris campaign is looking at and saying, we hope that doesn't bleed into Harris and the actual votes.
Especially since the Trump campaign tried to do an effective job in tying her to that administration, saying not just that she was the vice president, but that, look, you were in the room, you were always there, there were all kinds of decisions you could have made a difference and you didn't.
Well, and then, of course, there was her staff on The View when she was asked
but say.
what you have done differently over the last 4 years. And she said, nothing comes to me.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like it's been like anxiety for a while, for a long time. I mean, even before election day, just all the commercials and text messages that I've been getting from different numbers. You know, I told them to stop like 5 times a day. Emails that you get.
I think of it as a tennis map. There are no surprises. There have been no flips. Nobody has broken the serve, if you will. Right. All the states that Trump won in, that he won tonight are states that he won in 2020. All the states that Harris won are states that Biden won in 2020. There's been no swing state that has been flipped yet. And there is just the way the states roll out, that the Republicans get a lot of the early ball and a lot of big red states, but there hasn't been any dramatic change in the vote. They're both on track to 270. Yeah, depends on states that are not ball. It's a good point. This is pretty much where everybody expected.
It is a lot going on. Like it's a lot going on, but like it's still so much left.
I mean, there are plenty of places with a lot of delegates. I mean, I will tell you that one place that is a little bit of a surprise. It's a surprisingly close race in Virginia, which has gone blue since 2008 and Obama the last 4 cycles. And if you remember, Trump in late October had a rally there, and people were in Virginia, that's a blue state. He's running.
That's true, but there's only half
I understand,
Yeah.
but it's 49-49 vote. But
No.
John King set the table on that earlier when he said, is this, assuming she wins Virginia, is she going to win the way Hillary Clinton won it with 5 points in 2016, or is she going to win it the way that Joe Biden won it with 10 points in 2020? And I think that there can be something to learn from her victory.
It's gonna be a long night, but I mean, honestly,
And
too,
just
yo,
going back to
also drink. That's crazy, but
now we're looking at Virginia, which we were talking about
yeah.
before, but just earlier, we were looking at the returns coming in from the blue wall states, from Michigan and from Pennsylvania, because we're actually finally seeing numbers. It is early, but they're important. Pennsylvania, we cannot stress enough how critical Pennsylvania is that you're looking at right now is to Kamala Harris. Donald Trump, if things go the way that they traditionally go for a Republican, unlike 2020, he could win the White House without Pennsylvania. It is hard to see.
That's
in
crazy.
Most of these paths, Kamala Harris winning the White House without Pennsylvania. You see there 68%. That's what she has now. It is still extremely early, only 13% in.
Right, and this is the point that Chris is making about the larger electoral map. It also applies to the vote that we see.
Yo, this is this is gonna be very, very close.
Kamala Harris wins Pennsylvania, who knows? He's not going to win it with more than 60% of the vote. That's crazy. Like it is anticipated to raise it. And we're still waiting for all the votes to come in. So brew a pot of coffee, sit down. We got a lot of votes to look at. Let's go back to Aaron Burnett. And Aaron, voting's about to end in 3 of the crucial battleground states that we are watching and that you are in charge of at your battleground command center.
The command center, Michigan, Wisconsin, Arizona. Now, when you're talking about 60%, obviously it's not going to end up that way in Pennsylvania. You look at that blue wall, you look at Michigan. Jim Sciutto is in Detroit. And Jim, where you are now, this is the nuts and bolts, and I think everybody wants to hear about how this actually happened.
I don't know, because like I guess because it's early, so like a lot of the states that are like declared already are like states that are normally like vote either Republican or vote Democrat. So like there's already crazy right now, but like once you get like later on to the night, like around like I probably say around like 10, 11, like that's what's like getting crazy because that's gonna see like more results from like Pennsylvania, from Georgia. You see more stuff from like Michigan, North Carolina. Like those states will be like pretty much close to like precinct. So pretty much like once like PA, Georgia, North Carolina get like it's like declared, then then I'll probably like nah. But right now it's early, so right now it's early. They just talking right now. They just yapping. They're like, well, if Kamala wins this or Trump wins this or Kamala wins this or they just talking right now. They just yapping.
The scene of protests and unfounded claims of fraud in the midst of that frantic absentee ballot counting, in part because of you have not long to be able to start early. We're not seeing any of those protests here now, and there's going to be a truck arriving in the next couple of hours. Going to pull up at that door there with absentee ballots collected from drop boxes around the city as well. Again, that's not fraud. That's not vote dumping. That's part of the process of counting these votes here, and they expect it to move very quickly.
Very quickly, we'll see it. And they have said they expect to be overall for the state of Michigan faster than last year, which of course was the day after midday. Secretary said that you will be a little bit earlier than that. We'll see as the count comes in. Ken Law is at Maricopa County.
Got some peace in the journal.
Maricopa County, biggest in Phoenix, fastest growing in the country, as they say. One of those important counties for the entire election. That's why you have so many reporters here. That's why we are watching Maricopa County so closely. And let's take a look at the
have animals, I'll tell you.
A few more minutes, about 7 more minutes before polls close.
This man Larry terrorizing the
I want you to
police.
take a look at what we are
watching
out here at the county. What's happening here on that split screen, that other video that you're looking at, that's the inside of the vote count, the tabulation center. They are looking at ballots, they're processing ballots. All of this is with the early vote. After the polls close, about an hour after the polls close here in Arizona, we are anticipating to get the first results out of Arizona. That will be only the early vote, the ballots that have been processed up until election day. And then
as the night moves on, Aaron, those ballots that are out at the vote centers will be processed, they're counted, separated in there, and then brought over here to the tabulation center to be processed, and that information is going to start to come out as well. So it is a multi-step process. It takes time. There has to be signature verification. The ballots have to be cured here in Maricopa County. But something I want
the man Skip Bayless account got hacked.
Before polls close is that there's still long lines at some of the spots that we are watching some of these vote centers. At Mesa Community College where we were at, and then you can check real quick, it's still an hour long line. If you are in line when polls close at 7 o'clock local time, Aaron, you will still be allowed to vote. All right, which is amazing, and it is
that's crazy, yo.
doing that and waiting.
Some people been waiting in line for like hours, yo, just to vote. It's crazy.
All right, Chung, thank you very much. Let's go back to the voting desk. As the counts are coming in, people have questions about how it's happening, what's happening where. Pam, Macomb County in Michigan, what are you seeing there?
Well, Aaron, I just got off the phone with this key Swing County in Michigan from the county clerk, Anthony Forlini. He tells me he's actually hopping in his car now with a
yeah. But say I went early too. Like I did an early vote because I knew today was gonna be crazy.
We're supposed to close at 8 p.m. Eastern time, so they had to delay closing and stay open until everyone had the opportunity to cast their votes. Officials are tabulating the results right now, but those first results from Macomb were supposed to be reported around 9 p.m. just 5 minutes from now. I'm told by the clerk it's going to be later than that due to the long lines. According to the clerk, there were over 122,000 early votes cast in person there and 182,000 mail-in ballots as of yesterday. They're on track to have more than 200,000 mail-in ballots, he says. But given the high early voting turnout, he told me that the expectation there was that there would be lackluster turnout today. That is not the case in that key county. Overall in Michigan, let's look at the numbers here. The Michigan Secretary of State says more than 3.4 million voters cast their ballots early or by mail. That's nearly 47% of registered voters. And listen to this. Another 85,000 absentee ballots were returned to polling centers today. Let's go over to Milwaukee. They've had some issues over there in Milwaukee today. They're going to have to retabulate about 30,000 ballots after problems with the counting machines were discovered. All 13 tabulating machines.
What they do yesterday?
The ballots will put through again. It's going to take time.
Dang.
Estimated
He told North Carolina to vote. That's that's dedication. And and say me like it took me but it took me like just 5 minutes. Like I was able to walk in and then I briefly like waited in line and all. So and then I did the paper ballot, got the joint scanned, and then it was cool. So it definitely easy for sure to do early vote.
Through at least Friday, they thought. So it's going more slowly there. One more thing I want to note, I'm told they're going to keep up 24-hour shifts in Maricopa to keep things moving. They understand how important it is to get those results out.
It was easy.
Accurate results out as quickly as possible.
All right, Pam, thank you very much. Take all of that together, look at where we are. What do you see?
Tell the people at home to slow down the popcorn or make some more because we're going to be at this a while and maybe do an extra pot. But I just want to start in Michigan because Pam was just talking about Macomb County, Michigan. She's right here. This is Wayne County. We have no votes. The reason we can't say much about Michigan right now is we have 0 votes in the largest population center. And then she mentioned Macomb County, which is right here. Blue collar. Back in the late 80s, early 90s, this is where they were studying Reagan Democrats. Right? Why were union auto workers voting for Ronald Reagan for president? That debate continues out there right now. That was about a month ago. It's a huge test out there, but it's very early in Michigan, only 8%.
Well, this is crazy.
Back up to the battlegrounds where we have more votes. Let's check here. Only up to 15% of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. The vice president of the big league, Pennsylvania's not going to end. No matter who wins Pennsylvania, it's not going to end 30-40 race. We just know that as we count more votes. So we'll wait to try to get more in Pennsylvania. This is one of the surprises. A lot of surprises on the map right now. I'm likely to end this way. You see the vice president leading in Kansas, the vice president leading in Missouri, the vice president, even though he's already projected Arkansas. That's just early votes. The votes will come in. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on it.
Yep.
Hope it's surprises here, but we'll keep a look at it. A surprise that has a lot of votes counted so far is Virginia. They're almost up to the halfway mark here, and Donald Trump is ahead in the state Joe Biden carried 4 years ago by 10 points. So let's see. One of the things we do at this point, when you get up to almost half the vote, is what's missing. Right? This is live outstanding votes. The larger the circle, the more votes are out in an area. The color of that circle tells you how the voting is going so far. You see these big circles in Richmond and the suburbs, huge circles, and then smaller circles within them in the Washington D.C. suburbs. So there are a lot of Democrats.
Yo, this is crazy.
County.
This is
Right?
yeah,
So
this
you
is
can't like that
crazy.
right now. You do not like being tied in battleground Virginia
But-
right now, but there are a lot of votes still to be counted, and you can tell from that.
But honestly, I'm gonna change channel real quick though.
North Carolina, up to 38% of the vote.
Put on some of these college football games real quick.
Covering Chris Parker, this might be PI. That looks like it's going to be PI. Billy. Yards for his second touchdown of the game, of the season, rather.
Some good old action.
This was beautifully executed.
Yeah, a little bit of a delayed release. I think it was an option route where Davis could decide to go inside or outside. He goes out there and he sees and feels the defender playing to the inside, breaks it out on an easy outcut. And because they're in man coverage, nobody sees it until he's walking into the end zone.
And now Joban makes it 14-10 Redhawks.
So explosive offense here for the Miami Redhawks. Two long drives capped by touchdown throws from Gabbert and Davis. He's a running back. But guess what? He is football to 14-10 from Muncie.
Wink, shout out, salute. salute. I had to turn off the coverage for a little bit though, because they out here just talking. But it's 9 o'clock though, so some more of the polls in different states are closed. So should we get some more results eventually?
Is for people 45 plus at average risk, not high risk. False positive or negative results may occur. Ask your provider for Cologuard.
I didn't find it.
Let's review. We're not going to talk about traffic or weather. If anyone brings up lawn care, I want him. Posting can be extremely difficult for young homeowners turning into their families.
Are you done with this?
Well, okay. He's still drinking.
Oh, look at the cat.
Nope. Let's try again. You wouldn't mind? It gets ugly. You can either take it off or I'll take it off.
Yeah.
Progressive can protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect you from the you otherwise.
Did
Look, I got the new iPhone 16 Pro Android, Apple Intelligence.
Yo, this is crazy.
You get it, you get it anytime.
Why is that commercial? Right. All right, let's put up the game. Oh, the score. Okay.
Tax out the extra point. How about it? Central Michigan down a couple. 6 plays, 75 yards in under 2 minutes. Of course, the big 40-plus yard run by Jefferson set up his own touchdown. He's a good athlete. He's got good leg strength. He rolls smooth.
The Chippewas.
He knows what he does best and use that to be able to get them right back in this football game. Shabaka Wing took the Chippewas to bowl games in 2 of his first 3 years, trying to avoid that 3rd straight losing season. He knows that his team has to go 3-1 down the stretch to avoid missing a bowl for the 3rd straight year. We talked about what he said about this team. Yes, we're beat up. My quarterback is really having trouble connecting with receivers and moving the game in the passing game. But I feel good about the character of my team. And I think we're going to be
this is
up tonight. So far,
crazy.
cases that right in here ahead of half. What was impressive speed.
On the map so far, Joe Biden carried when he won the White House. What don't we have? We don't have Rhode Island. We don't have Connecticut. We don't have New Jersey. We don't have Illinois just yet. Long time blue state. So as we move west and as the count advances in some of the New York as well, some of the most reliably blue states, this map will change in the near future. At least that is our expectation. We'll keep an eye on it.
Yep.
That's the path to 270. To get there by filling these states in red and blue. So let's see, again, an unusual map at the moment, just because the vote count is early, or because we're going to have the most surprising election of my lifetime. But in Nebraska right now, statewide, You have the vice president winning, but you see
Kamala's leaning early in like Nebraska, Kansas. Yo, what's going on? It's early voting, but still, that's crazy.
Nebraska and Maine award electoral votes based on congressional districts. 2 states that do that. So eastern Nebraska is what matters most to the vice president. We'll see if Nebraska stays blue again. To its south, the state of Kansas, 29% of the vote in. But you see all this? That's if you're playing Legos, that's Donald Trump. That's how he builds his buildings right there. Small rural towns all across America, especially in the heartland there. So Kamala Harris, the vice president, ahead with 52% of the vote. It's all over here. Kansas City, Missouri, the suburbs here, the more blue areas, the college towns, and the more urban areas in Kansas and Washington ahead right now. It's only 29% of the vote. We'll watch.
Crazy.
Again, Missouri, when I started doing this in 1988, spent a lot of time in Missouri with Michael Dukakis. It's not a battleground state anymore. But at the moment, it's 51%, but it's only 7% again. You see votes coming in from the suburbs just to the west of St. Louis, suburbs just to the east of Kansas City. That's why the Democrats are leading at the moment as we go through it. So now let's get to the states that we actually think will be the battleground to the end. We'll keep looking. We'll keep looking. Open to surprises.
Yeah, this is going to be a crazy race.
16%. This is a 30-point race, just shy of a 30-point race in a state we know it's going to be decided by 1 or 2 points. So we'll continue to watch to see. I check in on it just to see if the vote count has gone up, but it's not in a while. It's 16%. Same with Michigan. We come over up to 10% here right now, 53 to 45. Again, it's an 8-point lead in Michigan.
Oh yeah, yep. I did see that. Honestly, like I bet surprised like Florida's like has like been like voting like red. But I'm like things like Florida has like a lot of like retirees and all that, and like they normally vote more what's a Republican than Democrat. So
Wayne County, Detroit. We're just going to come up here to Ingham County. This is where Michigan State is. If this ends tonight there, Donald Trump's going to feel very good about his Michigan chances, but we're at 3%. Students here, state capital, government town, should be blue by the end of the night. If it's not, that would tell you something huge. So let's come to where we have more votes in these battlegrounds. Again, I just want to check on Virginia again. This is our surprise at the moment. We're up to 50% of the vote, and you have Donald Trump with a very narrow lead. I did this a moment ago. I just want to do it again for people at home. Most of the outstanding votes, the circles tell you, the larger the circle, the more outstanding votes we're still waiting to be
crazy.
And the color.
So shout out, we got 5 people watching. Shout out. Be sure to like the live stream as well. Honestly, I'm not too sure like how long I'm gonna be on, but I just want to get some early coverage. See how stuff going.
We'll see. Donald Trump is remarkably in play in this state, and this would be even if it's close, it might tell you something about what's going to happen to its south in North Carolina. They're not twins, but they're very similar, Virginia and North Carolina. North Carolina actually has a higher African American population. So if you're the vice president, that's part of your base. Here's Donald Trump with a lead, 41% reporting again. Should the Harris campaign be nervous?
Hey yo, I should do the same. Like I don't got no video prepared. Like I'm just waiting for. I'm waiting for something to happen.
The battleground state, this one's going to take a while to sort out, but you see where the outstanding votes are. I didn't get to this last.
She's on New York. Good. You think I'm gonna take the rest of the week off? I'm about to ask him. Shoot, take the rest of the week off. Even if she does win, it might be the best idea. Because well, like I don't know, it's gonna be a whole bunch of like shenanigans like the whole rest of the week.
And you see right there why the Harris campaign, you're nervous, you're checking in with all your field captains and your precinct and your county people, but you see right there, you see those giant circles right there, and another big circle over here. There are still a lot of areas that we don't vote disproportionately Democratic, where votes are to be counted in Georgia. I just want to come back and make one more observation here. You see that 242,000 vote lead. It is a little after 9 o'clock on Tuesday night. If you go back to
what was the Trump? Okay, so Trump won. Okay, that's why Trump won Texas. That's why Texas got like 40 electoral votes. Yeah, but the Trump so far has won like Texas, Florida. I know Florida got like a lot of electoral votes, and then it was like kind of like a bunch of like smaller states.
Seems to be growing. I want to just check in again.
Yo, I swear, yo, the YouTube algorithm is like the hardest thing to like get into.
I'm gonna do something now. This is an exercise.
Like the YouTube algorithm, like you just gotta just post videos and just hope it picks it up. To be honest.
Okay. This is an
And honestly, sure, yo, I might need to schedule a therapy session my damn self.
Why is this so important? When you take battleground states off the board, when we're able to project and call them,
Or actually, shoot, yo, actually have a church session I gotta watch from Sunday anyway, so I might watch that when done with this.
We have to wait and see what happens. But if Donald Trump takes those
Yo,
the
fade.
vice president of the United States is doing that.
He'll like therapist, but can you with the upper day?
Donald Trump gets that. So if that happens, that becomes essential. We're not there yet, Jake, but just like to do the math in our head as we go through the scenario.
All right, John King at CNN can now bring you a new projection. CNN projects that Kamala Harris will win the state of Delaware.
And Kamala won CNN projected her to win Delaware.
The small wonder state. Let's take a look at the electoral vote count. Donald Trump has 154 electoral votes. Kamala Harris has 30 electoral votes. 200.
According to CNN, I know like.
Let's bring you a key race alert now. In the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, Kamala Harris has 60.4%.
Oh, the Associated Press says she won New York. Okay.
Of the vote, Kamala Harris with a 284,000 plus vote lead. 284,000 plus vote lead, with only an estimated 19% of the vote in, not even a fifth of the vote. Still a lot of votes to count in Pennsylvania. In battleground Michigan, Kamala Harris with 53.1% of the vote. Donald Trump has 44.9% of the vote. Kamala Harris with a 46,000 plus vote lead. Only a tenth of the vote has been counted in Michigan, 10%. Still very early there. In North Carolina, Donald Trump in the lead with 51.9% of the vote. Kamala Harris with 46.9% of the vote. Donald Trump with a 119,000 plus vote lead.
Oh, man.
That's with 41% of the estimated vote counted in North Carolina.
Yeah, this is crazy.
In battleground Georgia, Donald Trump in the lead there, 52.7% of the vote. Kamala Harris with
the only thing is that like a lot of the big cities like votes haven't been like fully counted in yet. So say the coochie rights. Hey yo, I need that on a t-shirt. I need that on a t-shirt, yo. I need save the coochie rights. There you go.
Is 18,000 plus votes ahead.
That's funny.
Right now, with more than half, 52% of the estimated vote counted in the Commonwealth of Virginia. In New Hampshire, Kamala Harris in the lead.
I need that on a t-shirt and the hoodie.
6% of the vote. Kamala Harris with a 17,000 plus vote lead. That's with more than a quarter, 28% of the estimated vote in the granted state of New Hampshire counted. In Ohio, Donald Trump still in the lead there, 53.9% of the vote. Kamala Harris has 45.2% of the vote. Donald Trump.
Oh, man.
275,000 plus vote lead. That's with more than half, 52% of the estimated vote counted in Ohio. John King.
Let's look at the map, Jake, and one of the wonders as we get into the 9 o'clock hour, which would be the 10 o'clock hour, 11 o'clock hour, respectively, the midnight hours. But you're beginning to see more states fill in. Most of it is very early voting, but it's still, just see as the polls close and we go from east to west.
No, for real, yo. Like,
any more states before you vote.
I'm thinking like all events that like have happened. Like we had 9/11, we had the recession, like in 08. And then I was had COVID and what else that? We had like the H1N1, the swine flu during that happened. Was that like 2012? Okay, yo, we had freaking cicadas, like once every like 15, 20 years cicadas or 25 years cicadas. Okay, what else? What was that? What else has happened?
Again, for the vice president, what you want to do is you want to be here. I'm just showing you Douglas County. It's the big piece of the
I don't know, like
congressional district.
it never has been like a bunch of the stuff we've been living through.
She wins the blue wall. Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania. I went backwards. But if she wins those three, and she wins Nebraska's second congressional district, she can get 270 electoral votes. So we'll keep an eye on that as it plays out. First votes in Wisconsin, you see.
Oh yeah, the Capitol, January 6th. Yo, the DC sniper. Crazy, yo.
4 years ago, it was 1.6 million votes. So we are in the infancy stages of counting the votes in battleground Wisconsin. And you watch as it plays out. One of the places we'll watch here, I'll just show you now, 0 votes in yet. The Green Bay area, Brown County. This is one of the key tests. Can the vice president hold on to the president's share of white working class voters? I just want to show you, if we go back to 2020, Joe Biden did not win Brown County, but he got 46% of the vote. The margins within the margins sometimes make a difference in the battleground state. Wisconsin settled by 20,000 votes, right? You look at that 46% for Joe Biden, and then you move back in time, and you see 42% for Hillary Clinton. That makes a difference. She lost the state, she won the state. So one of the things we will watch as the 2024 results come in is not just did she turn out the African American Milwaukee, not just did she defeat.
I wonder how many people like vote for like Jill Stein and like the other like third party people like.
Did she hold her own? As competitive as Biden was.
Because I saw like a lot of people on Twitter. Well, not a lot of people. But I saw a good amount of people on Twitter have like Jill Stein or they had like something like writing the vote.
See it a little bit better at home. The vice president has pulled ahead in Penn County. That's Grand Rapids, but it's early. But again, you're looking.
Oh yeah, it was a chicken shortage. I forgot about that, yo. I forgot all about chicken shortage.
If you move east here, Dearborn is over here near Detroit. The question mark in Michigan are young voters in the area.
I say, yo, I forgot, yeah, like in like 2020 and 2021, like places like with like limiting like people like how much chicken people get. I forgot all about that.
Joe Biden won by 100.
That's cool though. You know what I'm saying? When I run for president in 2032, we're gonna have a for the culture party, you know, the third party, the people's party, you know what I'm saying? It'll be lit.
Later in the night if those numbers change at all. That's Michigan. Let's come back out and come over.
So
State of Mr. Tapper still at 20%. It's bumped up just a little bit there. So what are we looking at? Let's move it up just a little bit. Erie County, as I told you earlier, 25 counties in America. Twice for Barack Obama, then to Donald Trump.
There we go.
And then flip back to Joe Biden. So it's a bellwether county. Doesn't mean the person who wins Erie County is going to win the Commonwealth and win the presidency, but that's what's happened in the last several presidential elections. So you look, we're just started. Just getting started.
But yeah, you know, for the culture party, come in 2032 for the people.
70,000 votes to win that county. So we're just starting. That's one of them. Let's come back to 2024 and move over here to Northampton County again, right along the New Jersey border, not terribly far from Allentown. The vice president, they had there at only 22% of the vote in. So that was again, look how close it was. Joe Biden just barely carried it. Donald Trump just barely carried it 4 years before that. That's the way it tends to end up. So we'll watch if that plays out. Here's something we do want to look at, is Lehigh County. Only 20% of the vote in here. If there is an impact from the Donald Trump Madison Square Garden event, where so many insults were made about Puerto Ricans and about Mexicans and about Latinos and Hispanic.
Oh, come on, CNN. Come on, CNN. Uh-oh.
Jersey is corralling the ball as fast as possible.
Man, CNN just froze. So I don't know what happened.
It's in the NAIA transfer from St. Francis. Just down the road in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Tipped out to Javon Tracy. Has room to run. There goes Tracy. Knocked out at the 40. A gain of 16 to get all of what they lost back and some. Making it third and short as we tick down to the 2-minute timeout of the first half. Miami up 1 and driving to close the opening frame in Muncie. No, they missed it. There's a flag on the play.
This is Clem.
I'm about to go eat a. Oh yeah. I ate my cupcake. That was fire. It was good. Very good. More being.
He is, and I can solve this in 4 different ways, person. And that person is impossible to replace. You need Clem. Clem needs benefits. Work with Principal so we can help you help Clem with a retirement benefits plan that's right for him. Let our expertise not have yours.
was born yesterday. That's why my car wears Coopers.
Because I found them precious kind. Because my daughter's a storm chaser. So yeah, my car wears Coopers.
All right, let go back because let's go. Seeing never froze.
You can. Along when they count it, so let's be careful to not make any projections. Any,
Okay.
Lasting cement analysis, I guess I'll call it, but we'll keep an eye on that as we go through the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Virginia, every time I come out, I wait to see if Virginia's going to flip back. We're still at 59%. The lead has narrowed somewhat. This would be a shocker. Joe Biden won Virginia by 10 points. By 10 points. Even if it's closer, even if the vice president comes back, let's take a peek. Yeah, the outstanding votes are still largely the Democrats. There's some Republican votes out there. You see the red dots. But the big circles are in Democratic areas. So the map is there for the vice president to recover. But even a close race in Virginia might tell you that it's a more competitive environment for Donald Trump, especially Jake, as we talked before.
Yep.
Can he do well in the suburbs? And then you see, we're looking at Virginia, it's interesting. What lessons can we learn there? Well, again, they're not exactly the same, but they're similar. You come down to North Carolina, we're above 50% now. It's close. This is welcome to North Carolina. This is what it's going to be. And so you just take a look and you say, what's missing, right? Where are they still counting votes? Again, Mecklenburg County, Charlotte and suburbs around it, African American voters, upscale suburbs around it, either the Democratic coalition. A lot of votes there. A lot of votes in Raleigh-Durham, the Research Triangle, again. And so you see that happening right there. And let's see, we'll go back here and come back up to Virginia, and we see 49.4 and 48% there. Again, pretty remarkable. 17,000 votes. Again, we got a long way to go. 45% of the votes still to be counted. But Joe Biden won it by 10 points. So if you're in the vice president's camp, you're a little nervous about that.
Let's bring in David Johnson to get some insights now on the outstanding vote in Virginia, which is, as of now, a little tighter than I think the Harris campaign would like.
Yeah, Jake, we're trying to determine how much of this vote we're looking at now is pre-election vote. Our estimate right now is that we are looking at in Virginia, 39% of the vote that's in is pre-election vote. That, we think, at the end of the day, is going to go up to 52%. So there's still quite a bit of pre-election vote to come in here. And Kamala Harris is winning the pre-election vote by about 17 points. So as more of that early vote gets funneled into the count in Virginia, you can imagine there's real room here for Harris to grow.
All right, David, and we have some projections right now for you at home.
Uh-oh. That's projections.
CNN can project that Illinois.
So Kamala projected to win in Illinois and Rhode Island. So there's extra 23 electoral votes for Kamala, it looked like.
Kamala Harris will get the 4
As expected, though.
From Rhode Island. So where are we on the electoral map as of right now? Donald Trump has 154 electoral votes. Kamala Harris has 53 electoral votes. 270 are needed to win. Neither of them is within spitting distance of that. Let's take a look at the actual votes coming in from the battlegrounds that we have not projected. Battleground Pennsylvania, Kamala Harris in the lead, 57.5% of the vote. Donald Trump,
oh man, this is gonna be a late night here, peoples.
That's about 23% of the estimated vote in Pennsylvania counted as of now. Battleground Michigan, Kamala Harris with 53.7% of the vote. Donald Trump with 44.3% of the vote. Harris with a 64,000 plus vote lead. That's with an estimated 12% of the vote counted in Michigan. Still very early in Michigan. In Battleground North Carolina, Donald Trump in the lead. 50.7% of the vote. Harris with 48.1% of the vote. Donald Trump with a 75,000 plus vote lead. That's with more than half, 51% of the estimated vote counted in Battleground North Carolina. Battleground Georgia, Donald Trump still holding on to his lead, 52.9% of the vote. Harris has 46.4% of the vote. Donald Trump right now with a 249,000 plus vote lead. Now it's a 255,000 vote lead. That's with an estimated 71% of the vote counted in Battleground Georgia. In Virginia, Donald Trump in the lead as of now, 49.3% of the vote. Kamala Harris has 48.7% of the vote. Donald Trump
is ahead by more than 15,000 votes. That's more than half, 56% of the estimated vote, but still a lot of votes come in the Commonwealth of Virginia. In New Hampshire, Harris with 53.4% of the vote. Donald Trump with 45.9% of the vote. Harris with an 18,000 plus vote lead. That's with under a third of the vote counted in New Hampshire. 30% of the estimated vote counted in New Hampshire. In Ohio, Donald Trump is leading 54.3% of the vote. Harris with 44.8% of the vote. Donald Trump with a 332,000 plus vote lead. That's with almost 60%, 58% of the estimated vote counted in the Buckeye state. Now let's go to John King at the Magic Wall. John. So, Jake, you lay out the results, and there's some surprises there, right? At least where we are right now. So we just want to go back and call off where we were. David Shelling was talking about some of the outstanding votes. We know in Virginia is early vote, and that percentage is going to jump, and we know that the vice president is doing quite well.
Oh, man, this is crazy.
Show you what he means by how this can change. Again, Donald Trump's lead has been shrinking. It was 16,000 not that long ago. It's 12,395 now. Look at the Northern Virginia suburbs here. I just want to show you, these circles help us understand where are there live outstanding votes, meaning votes that we know are out there that have not been counted yet. You see the big circles, the biggest circles around the Northern Virginia suburbs, also Richmond and the suburbs around that. That's the big Republican circles down here, Virginia Beach area, and some here in the suburbs more to the south, the extra south of Richmond. But I want to focus up here, and just to show you why you can say early on, you say, whoa, what's happening here? But then things can change pretty quickly when large population centers report their votes. So let's take Fairfax County. It's the largest of the suburban counties. It's the number one county population-wise in Virginia. The vice president's getting 66% of the vote, 63% of the vote in. Look at the number where she is, though, 250,000. We know turnout is robust, right? So we should be somewhere around 2020 when we end 2024, maybe a little higher, maybe a little lower, but somewhere around 250,000 votes right now. If you go back in time, you see 419,000 votes. So if she's winning 60+%, the president was winning 70% 4 years ago. Yeah, Vice President Harris winning 66, a little below. Virginia looks like it's going to be a little bit more competitive this year. But you can see just right there in that one county, there's a lot of votes still out. And she's winning disproportionately in the map right now. That can change, but it generally tracks when you get about 60%.
Yeah, but I say apparently like in Virginia, there's a lot of votes raining for like in like North Virginia, like Fairfax, Arlington, Alexandria. What's that? Prince William County, I think. So Virginia's be close, but it looks like Commonwealth's gonna win once all the votes get tallied.
This one, again, go back in time. This is the closest Donald Trump victory in a battleground state. Of the battleground team won, 74,000 votes, 483, 74,483. 4 years ago, he's 110 ahead right now, but we're only at 54% of the vote, right? So you see these gray areas, one of those. That's where you have no votes in yet. So we're still waiting. Some of these smaller counties, just like just the 10th of the 100 county population, so it's not tiny. Gaston County along the border right there. But the big population centers in Charlotte, let's just see how much we have. Only 10% of the votes in Mecklenburg County. So if you're looking at this number, you're saying, okay, Donald Trump's got a 4-point lead. You're 3.5, 4-point lead in North Carolina. But then you come here, it's the largest Democratic area, only 10% of the vote. And again, look where we are, 36,000 votes for the vice president right now. You go back 4 years, 378,000 votes. So we just need to slow down with any where we're going here in North Carolina and count more votes because there are more than enough votes out there. Again, if you come out statewide, you just apply the entire graph to the whole thing, live outstanding votes. You see some Republican pockets here. And where are the biggest circles? Where are the biggest circles? Charlotte in the suburbs, Raleigh-Durham in the suburbs, Winston-Salem in the suburbs, Wilmington in the suburbs, Asheville in the suburbs.
Honestly, I ain't gonna hold y'all peoples. I might have to hop on Joe a little bit because I don't know, like it's getting a little slow. But I really want to just kind of do this real quick. See kind of what the vibe was for people, but look, we still got a lot of anxiety and like honestly, like a lot of these cable channels got different numbers. Like I think CNN's been much slower to like project winners than like the Associated Press or like other what's called it other stations because because MSNBC has more projected winners than CNN, and then what's the other one like?
The presidential race in New York has a winner. Kamala Harris has won the presidential race in the great state of New York. Steve Kornacki. Two people just spoke to me once. What did you say?
Looking at the road to 270 map, Donald Trump with 168 electoral votes, Kamala Harris at 62 electoral votes. Steve Kornacki, you are looking at Pennsylvania.
Yeah, and again, the story in Pennsylvania is we say most of the state is going to be Democrats putting up giant numbers in these counties, and then Trump, that's with the mail vote, and then Trump with the same-day vote trying to chip away at that and reverse it.
Yep.
Now, this one we flagged at the start of the night, so I want to check in on it. Lackawanna County, or Scranton is. This is one of the most complete counties. It is not complete yet, but it's one of the most complete we have so far in Pennsylvania. About 80% of the vote is in right here. And this is following exactly that pattern. The mail vote was reported out.
But yeah, I'm waiting to just get like Chuck an hour down the cut it off. But yeah, this gonna be very, 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 very interesting. To see how everything goes.
And again, this is a key county. I think once we get full results here to understand.
But yeah, I'm end this live stream a little early. But I'm trying to live stream tomorrow.
This was a huge game for Republicans. They used to get absolutely flattened here. Donald Trump only
Maryland vote that protects us from abortion rights. Let's go.
And the question is,
Good
this
shit.
is winning for Democrats statewide. This or anything less than that gets very shaky for Democrats statewide. So where tonight is this going to land? Right now, if you froze the election here and you said that's it, Democrats would be thrilled with this number out of Lackawanna County. We need to see, though, with that remaining 20%, if it continues to come down and it ends up looking more like this or even closer to that. But that's the most complete we have right now of a big, substantial county in Pennsylvania. And that's what we're looking at there. And again, just a couple other things to flatten. We don't have much. Erie County, we'll keep an eye on it because there's only 2 counties in Pennsylvania that actually swung between 16 and 20. 2 counties that went for Trump in 16 and then flipped to Biden in 2020. Erie County is one of them. We basically have no vote from there, but that's a bellwether county.